meeting. Everybody welcome Mrs. Deborah Hartnett to the front of the room.
Well, hello, everyone. Again, thank you so much for joining us tonight. We are always super excited and grateful that you decided to spend some time with us. And we promise you it won't be a waste of time. We promise you that you will get a lot of great information tonight. So we're going to jump ahead and go ahead and get started. But I just got to tell you, everyone, that I first want to say, this young lady, Miss Tammy Clark, as she said, she was there at the hospital when my baby was being born. We go way back, and I am just so grateful to call her a friend. What a beautiful person. If anybody deserves the accolades tonight, it is my sister, Miss Tammy Clark. So y'all please give it back to my sister, Tammy. All right. Thank you so much again, Tammy. And as I was saying, this really what we're going to share with you tonight, I know it is a gift from God. I believe it wholeheartedly. And I'm going to tell you why. And I'll be real quick with my story. On August 3rd of last year, I picked up the phone to call and wish a dear friend happy birthday. To my surprise, his phone number was disconnected. And I'm like, okay, what's really going on here? So I started calling around, trying to find mutual friends who could give me some information, some updates of what's happening. And nobody returned my call. Nobody answered the phone. And it was just like crickets for a couple of hours. So at that time, I just took a deep breath, and it was like I just heard God say, go ahead and Google his name. I did. I put in Devin Collins, New Orleans, and y'all, the first thing that popped up was his obituary. Now, I know you're feeling that, right? Because I felt it. I was not expecting that. Honestly, I was not. And I couldn't believe it. And then what really got me was his birthday now is August 3rd. In August of 2021, I texted him on his birthday, August 3rd. The very next day, he passed away on August 4th, 2021. So what did that mean to me? It meant that my friend had been gone an entire year and I didn't know about it. So now I'm thinking, why didn't I know? Did I try to call? Why didn't anybody call me and update me, right? So I went to bed with all that on my mind, and thankfully the next day God gave me peace because another dear friend of mine named Jeffrey Keys called me. He called me back. But y'all, this is why I know it is a gift from God. You see, Jeffrey did not know my friend Devin. Although I thought he didn't know him at all. So now I'm saying, okay, we're getting to talking, and he's just catching up with me because we hadn't talked in a while. And he said, but what's going on? I got to tell you what's happening with me. He started talking to me about this patch. He started talking about his aunt, who was literally 88 years old, had neuropathy, had had a Whipple surgery, had pain in her stomach for years ever since this surgery. He said his cousin, who had shared it with him, put it on her, right? On a Friday evening or afternoon, and the very next day, that Saturday morning, she got up and drove to the store. So my ears were like, what? Really? He's like, yeah. He said, and then, I've been in a car accident. I have neck pain, back pain, knee pain. And then when I put the patch on, right away, maybe about 5 minutes later, I didn't feel my pain. It maybe went down from a 10 to a 4. I was able to run up these steps. And I'm like, what? But then he said he had an enlarged prostate. And people with enlarged prostates are up and down during the night, always trying to go to the bathroom, not having much success. He slept with that patch on and woke up a full night's rest with a full stream of urine. So by this time, I'm like, look, I got a crisis going on in my home. I need to see if I can get this for my husband because he was experiencing this toothache and it was a crisis, y'all. Well, I got the patch, put it on him on a Saturday afternoon. At that time, he had been in his man cave down with that tooth for like 3 days, maybe Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So that's 4 days, right? put it on his face that afternoon. By that evening, we had a sighting. He literally started feeling better because he came out and started talking to us, started joking, playing with us in the kitchen. And then the next day, we noticed the swelling had begun to go down. And then a couple of days later, it was like he had an aha moment about his knee pain. He said, you know what, baby, my knees are not hurting when I run up the steps anymore, and my back feels new. So y'all, I'm like, okay, let me try this patch. I put the patch on, and when I tell you, it was the most incredible sleep. Now, I've never complained about sleep, never had a problem, because I go, and when I go to bed, I'm lights out. But this type of sleep was a deep quality sleep, deep healing, restful sleep. And it's like my dreams, I can remember my dreams again. It's incredible. My stamina, my energy, wearing this now since August. And y'all, I'm telling you, I'm 54. You can't tell that, right? Because I'm wearing this patch, but I can still do my cartwheels and splits, my squats. Oh my goodness. When I tell you there are so many things that's happening in my life and in my friends' lives just from this patch, but I can keep going on and on. I get excited. I want you to be able to take a quick look at this video as it tells you more details about this X39 patch.
We all hope to age gracefully so we can enjoy our later years full of energy, vitality, and good health. But so often, with age, our bodies start to show signs that things just aren't as they used to be. Our energy, skin, healing and recovery time, sleep, it all just seems to go downhill. Unless you're using Lifewave. Since 2004, Lifewave has been delivering its amazing life-enhancing technology to people across the world, always helping the body do what it was designed to do, only better. And as it turns out, the best was yet to come. David Schmidt, our founder, creative force, and world-class inventor behind Lifewave technology, has recently achieved something in the field of regenerative science with a single Lifewave patch that researchers worldwide, spending years and billions of dollars, could not. Introducing Lifewave X39, the world's first product ever to activate stem cells, a true breakthrough in regenerative science that helps restore our bodies to a healthier, more youthful state in a way no other product can. The secret? By harnessing the power of Lifewave's patented phototherapy, X39 uses light to elevate a peptide proven to signal the activation of stem cells. Think about it. These are the cells that generate and regenerate all the cells and structures of the human body. They're the building blocks for our organs, tissues, blood, and immune system. They also serve as an internal repair system everywhere. But as we age, stem cells become less effective. Their ability to repair damaged tissue is reduced. In fact, by age 60, they've slowed dramatically. But all that changes when just one Lifewave X39 patch is placed anywhere on the body each day. Instead of older and less effective stem cells, X39 supports the production of younger and healthier stem cells. This amazing level of control over your vitality and well-being was simply not possible, let alone this easy, until now. And the best part? Like all Lifewave patches, X39 is safe, non-invasive, and incredibly cost-effective. Look what people are saying about Lifewave X39. Backed by clinical studies, multiple patents, and 20 years of development, any one of these benefits would be impressive. But X39 is so effective, it can influence everything about your body, how you look, feel, perform, and heal. It's time you experience the power of X39. Live long, live well, live younger. Experience the power of Lifewave today.
I love it. I love it. Live long, live well. Experience the power of it today. Don't wait. When you get through hearing everything that we're going to share tonight, I know you're going to be like, I can't wait to get this on, because that's how I was. And speaking of sharing, this is one of my favorite parts of our time that we're spending together tonight, because we get to hear more stories and more testimonies. When I tell you every day brings great news, we already knew that, right? Because God blesses us. If we are alive and we are waking up and we are in our right minds and we can move, that is a blessing, right? But I'm telling you, it's just like the cherry on the cake now when we are able to get phone calls, get text messages. And it's one gentleman I want you to hear from tonight. I'm telling you, he has always texted me, sending me all kind of new testimonies. I think right now he's probably on testimony 7, 8, and probably stuff he hadn't even recognized by now. But I want to ask our favorite friend, Mr. Chester King, if he wouldn't mind sharing one of his most recent testimonies with us today. How are you, Chester?
I'm doing fine.
Thank you. Oh, we can hear you. Thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Okay. Yeah, so I as I mentioned, I have so many testimonies. Okay, can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear.
Okay. I'm not sure you can see me though. I don't know what's going on there, but
we can see you. We can see you. We
got
you.
Good. Okay, fine. But I can't see myself, but okay. Okay. But anyway, what I want to tell you is my latest testimony. We're back in 2014, I was diagnosed with what they call PAH, which is pulmonary arterial hypertension. That means that I have, which I never heard of this, I have high blood pressure in the arteries in my lungs. That's what pulmonary arterial hypertension means. Along with that, I have CHF, congestive heart failure. This is what I was diagnosed in 2014. And along with that, there's a hole in my left chamber of my heart, which they were not able to put a stent there because they said it was too close to an artery and that could have caused fatal. So they said you have to live with this for the rest of your life. The medicine, let me tell you how serious it is. The medicine for that condition or that pH costs $10,000 for 30 pills. You hear me? 10 grand for 30 pills. So of course, at the time I was working for this company, they didn't want to pay for it. So no one would pay for it. So I ended up not having to get the medicine. So I'm here now. I can't run. I can't jump. I can't ride my bike. I can't hardly do anything because I would get out of breath. Long story short, this lady named Deborah Hartnett came to me 5 months ago, actually in October of last year, gave me these 3 patches, right? So I said, okay, so I tried the patches. Let me tell you what has happened since I've been wearing these patches. I'm gonna stick with one testimony right now, just my heart. So I've been going to my cardiologist for the past, since 2014. Every 3 months or every 6 months. I just went to him again this past February, last month. First of all, he took my blood pressure. My blood pressure was 124/60. Over 60. Now remember, I'm 64 years old, and I haven't had that type of blood pressure since I was a teenager. So he said, "What are you doing?" I turned around and said, "See this patch?" I wear a patch there, and I wear another patch right here. He said, "What is that?" I said, this patch rejuvenate or reactivate my own stem cells." And I said, "I never felt this good in my life." So he said, "There's no way." I said, "Yes way." so I said, "Go to startx39.com. He turned around, got on the computer. He said, "Oh my God, I heard a stem cells injection shot. But you mean you can put on a patch and your cells can be reactivated?" I said, "Yes, sir." He said, "Well, I see the numbers, but I'm not sure that I want to take you off your medicine yet. Let me do some blood work on you." So the next day, I went back in and I did blood work. He ordered something called the B-type natural spelled NATRUTRIURETIC peptide. What it is, that is a brain that tell your heart whether or not your heart is functioning or whether or not you have congestive heart failure. So it's supposed to be, the number could be anything under 100. The standard range is 100 or less. Anything over that, that means you got heart failure. Now, in 2014, it was over almost 200. Guess what it was when he did my test that next day? I don't know if you're confused or not, but it's less than 10. Can you hear me? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He said, I don't believe this. It's impossible. I said, no, the numbers do not lie. Yes. So I have no longer congestive heart failure. The hole in my heart, it must have closed up by itself because I don't have any problems anymore. I can ride my bicycle. I can jump up. I can run. Do everything that I used to do only because my stem cells healed my heart.
Yes.
And I only done what? Wearing the patch for the past 5 months.
A lot.
Wow. 5 months.
That is great. Yes, indeed.
So that's my testimony, and I'm sticking with it.
Yes, indeed. That's one of your many. I mean, I just get goosebumps every time I hear these stories. And I mean, it's if we really understood what our stem cells are and what they do and what God created them to do, and the fact that by the time we turn 30, 35, half of them become dormant. By age 60, you're looking for a strobe light, trying to find them with a flashlight in the dark because they just can't be found. But now, because of this awesome patch, now Chester King can put it on and have these type of testimonies. So Chester, thank you so much. We're just grateful to God for your blessings, and we look forward to hearing many more testimonies from you. Now, I know you're saying, well, how does this patch work? I mean, that was pretty incredible, right? Well, here's how the technology works.
Light, an ancient form of energy that goes back to the dawn of time. For us, it all begins with the sun, the source of light and life for our entire solar system. Even Einstein concluded that everything we're made of contains light. All life originates with the sun through photosynthesis. Plants and vegetation collect the light, and all living creatures emit light. Humans actually emit infrared light, which can be seen with night vision devices. We've known for centuries that light has many effects on the body. Lifewave's phototherapy patches use light to stimulate the body's natural healing systems, providing specific health benefits. Here's how the technology works. First, a patch is applied to specific points on the body. Where the patch covers the skin, infrared light emitted from the body is reflected back into the tissue. This stimulates the skin, which in turn stimulates specific regions of the brain. The brain then taps into the body's own natural flow of energy and the ability to heal itself. Let's take a look at why this is important on a cellular level. For example, a number of our patch products help counteract free radicals, oxygen molecules that damage cell proteins and contribute to visible signs of aging. When the body is stimulated through phototherapy to release its own antioxidants, these free radicals are neutralized naturally. Lifewave phototherapy patches promote an environment that enables the body to optimize its restorative powers and provide specific health benefits, all without the use of harmful drugs or chemicals, all helping you to stay healthy and young. To find out more, contact your distributor or visit lifewave.com. Lifewave. Live long, live well.
Okay, that's what we want to do, right? We want to live long and we want to live well. I pray and I ask God, give me a minimum of 100 years, and I promise you, I want those 100 years to be well. I don't want to have to be broken up and not really knowing that I'm here or anything like that. So I'm telling you, but this patch, this has just been such a blessing. And now I know you're probably wondering and want to know a little bit more about the company. Well, the company is based in San Diego, California. And,
light, an ancient form of energy that goes back to the dawn of time. For us, it all begins
about 19 years. We're already in 75 plus countries, as you can see here on the screen, and over 300 million in revenue, right? Now, you got to understand the backdrop to this, okay? That 300 million, this patch was patented on July 2020. Up until that point, because you see they've been around 19 years, up until that point, the company had done 20 million in revenue. I know, you've done the calculation, that's a lot, right? From 20 million to 300 million, it's 2023. Okay, we just got into 2023, already at 300 million. So you probably figured out that 85% of the production in those numbers, that huge increase, has come from this patch. See, you got to understand when people say, well, I don't know if it's going to work, or I don't know, it's working. And what I want to say to people is, don't allow yourself to miss it, because when we pray, I know when I pray for things, God has given me things that I didn't expect. They came in different packages that I didn't recognize. And if I had missed it like this, oh my gosh, this is the brainchild, Mr. David Schmidt. He is the founder and the CEO and the inventor. He has over 170 patents and patents pending. He has more than 30 years in product development and research. And also what I love most is he is what I call a responsible scientist. He literally gives God credit for helping him and giving him the vision to invent this patch and his other patches. And he's on a mission to really, really help people, you know, and that's what's really important to me. When we see this word right here, our favorite word, reactivate, see what it is? It's a verb, right? It says to restore something to a state of activity to bring it back into action. Well, when you put this patch on your skin, as you saw in the video, there is no medicine in here, right? There's no supplements in here. There is nothing but these really tiny, tiny, tiny crystals. And it's a certain technology that David Schmidt, the gentleman there you just saw, he invented so that when you put it on your skin, right, the body temperature, because we give off heat, the body temperature heats up these little nanocrystals and they begin to send signals to your stem cells saying, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. And when they wake up, people begin to feel rapid pain relief like Jeffrey did, reduce inflammation, supports wound healing, energy, vitality, mental clarity, right? Those are the things that you begin to experience. Now you're probably saying, what should I expect? Well, within the first 24 to 48 hours. Now, mind you, we always share with people, you want to at least wear this patch for at least 90 days. You want to wear it more than that, but you want to give your experience at least 90 days, right? Because everybody's not going to experience the rapid pain relief. You might be waiting on something to happen that you've been looking for years, and your body is doing something else. Actually, the way God designed it, when we give it what it needs, it's going to heal and repair itself. So when you put this patch on, it may be working on something that's of more detriment to you than that pain in your shoulder, right? So you have to give it time. It will work on everyone. This is the only product that I know of, that I've been a part of, and really it's not a product, it's a technology that works on everyone. Why? Because we all have stem cells. Now, again, within the first 24 to 48 hours, look at that screen, 3,000 to 4,000 of your genes begin to reset. That's why you begin to feel this overwhelming sense of joy, increase in energy is because your antioxidants are increasing, and it's decreasing the inflammation, which is the root cause of most of our problems. Within the first 1 to 3 months, physical changes occur, right? You'll start to create more collagen, so less wrinkles, your skin tighten up. I've noticed that in myself. I know that gray hair is now coming back black. right? I also am watching my husband's hair grow from his little spot that he had back there. I am watching these things happen. Now, also 3 to 6 months. I love this right here. This, whatever this is called, the pluripotent stem cell. This cell right here, this one right here, right? You don't have to be a scientist to you don't have to say these fancy words, but listen, that cell right there, it says it turns into any cell your body needs for repair. So your body is beginning to heal, doing the deep healing and repairing the damages caused by the aging process. Within the first 6 to 12 months, reverse aging is the subject here. Because from the 80 case studies that we did, 14 out of 15 people lowered their cardiovascular or their vascular age by 8. So if someone is 58, y'all, their heart is now 50 after wearing it from 6 to 12 months. Now, are you asking me how long do you have to wear this? I'm like, that's not my question. My question is making sure that I have my money locked in for my stash, because baby, I want to be able to experience all of these and more. Now, placement of the patch. Where do you place it? You can put it at the back of your neck, as you can see right here, or below the belly button. This was only, they did this during our 80 clinical trials. You have to do, when you're doing something like that, everybody's got to do it in the same place. But let me let you know, you can wear this patch anywhere on your body. If you got a pain in that shoulder, knee, what have you, like you heard me, I put it on my husband's face when he had the toothache. You want to wear it for 12 hours. So right now I am taking my patch off. I put it on around 8 something this morning. So I'm taking the patch off right now. All right. So you put it on at 8 this morning, you take it off at 8 p.m. That's, you know, if you put it on at 9, you take it off at 9, right? You wear it for 12, rest for 12. So I wake up tomorrow, I'm going to put my patch back on at 8 a.m. in the morning. And I repeat that cycle every day. Plus, you want to make sure you're drinking plenty of water for your cells and to help this really, really work for yourself. And if you can't remember, make sure you set your timer. Set your timer on your phone to put it on and set the timer to take it off, guys. Now, this website, startx39.com, this is the site that you want to go to. I love it because our awesome team, the quantum field team, Miss Onyx Cole, she's a genius, visionary. She took the time to put this site together because this is where you want to send your professional people, your physicians. They will see all the clinical studies, all of the other doctors like cardiologists who are talking about how they're using this with their patients and the success they're having, other great testimonies on there as well, and any and everything you need to know about this technology, the X39. So again, go to startx39.com. So we do have other testimonies tonight. I want to ask, you heard a little bit from the young lady, but I also want to ask Mr. Jeffrey Keys if he could be ready as well. We want to take just a quick moment for him to share one of his testimonies. I shared a few of his, but he has several more as well. But in the meantime, while he's lining up, I'd like to ask Miss Tammy Clark if she wouldn't mind sharing her story. I know you can unmute yourself now, Tammy. One of your many testimonies.
All right. Thank you so much, Miss Hartnett. You are doing a wonderful job. Let me just tell y'all, I wear my patch every day because of Chester.
I know that's right.
Every week Chester comes on. It's a new testimony, and I mean major testimonies. I am so happy for you, Chester, and he's really spreading this good news everywhere. But real quick, I was introduced to the patch a few months ago. Thank God I've been blessed not to have many health issues. I try my best to take care of myself, but as we age, things develop. And also, there are a lot of conditions in my family that my family members have. So I actually wear the patch mainly for preventative maintenance. My aunt, and I need to call her when I hang up off this Zoom. She's been my aunt in Memphis, and she's on the patch now. She's had countless, I don't know how many heart attacks. She just takes a licking and keep keeps on ticking. My biological father, he had heart problems. That's his sister. He passed from a heart attack suddenly. My brother heart issues passed. So I know that runs in my family. And because I know that, I wear my patch every day, because this patch actually reduces your vascular age by 8 to 10 years, something like that. So if you know better, you got to do better. But another thing about the patch is, before I started wearing it, I get rest, but not like I really should. So I couldn't remember the last time I had a nice dream. So after wearing the patch, I guess it's doing something to my stem cells where I get into that deep, deep REM healing sleep. And now I have wonderful dreams. So I'm able to dream again. And anybody knows me, I like to stay on the go, and I have a whole lot of energy for a woman of my age. So this patch is blessing so many people that I know, and I will wear it as long as I can. Thank you, Miss Hartnett.
Thank you, Tammy, and thank God. And you know, Tammy was like, shoot, who could follow Chester? I know.
I texted her. I was like, oh no.
But for real, Tammy, don't underestimate what you're sharing, because there's a lot of us out here. Like I said, I don't want it. Lord knows. So whatever I can do to prevent. So preventive is so important. So anything we can do to help prevent things that people are experiencing and have experienced, right? This, I'm telling you, is another blessing. So Tammy, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Being smart and just not hard-headed, and like, look, I'm wearing this, like, because I've had people say, oh, ain't nothing wrong with me. Oh, ain't nothing wrong with me. Oh, well, nothing wrong with me either. But like you said, we have things that come with the aging process, right? But man, to be able to wear it and to prevent it. I'm not sure if my brother, thank you again, Tammy. Let me see if
you're welcome.
Jeffrey Keys was able to, let's see if he's able to unmute himself. I'm not sure if he's able to share his testimony. Let's see. Okay, I'm not sure if he's able. All right, we're going to keep it moving. Thank you so much for sharing that again, Tammy. And as I said, I know you guys are probably saying, all right, how can I do this? How can I patch myself? Because that's what I was like, let me do this now, right? Well, it is not difficult. You see, we call this a sleeve right here. I'm going to get one that will pull this right here. This is what we call a sleeve. This right here is a 30-day supply. So you can get this for yourself, as you see here on the screen, for $124. That is what we call the bronze. Now, this is, like I said, a 30-day supply. The bronze, $124. You're actually paying $99 for the sleeve, and your little initial kit that comes with it is about $24. So that's $124. Now, I'm going to share with you, I always suggest people get at least the silver pack. Why? Because this is $2.99. You're going to get the little starter kit for free. You're paying $99 per sleeve. You're actually going to get 3 of these, right? And as I share, I love my husband. I do. I'm just so grateful to God, for he's a beautiful man. But I am not sharing my patches with him. I just can't. I promise you, I just can't. I mean, we've been here trying to cut it in half, and that won't work because we'd be messing up the crystals. So you want to go ahead and get your own stash so that you could be vibrant and be the best to your family, right? That you need to be. That's what I need to be, right? The best to my family. And so that everybody can have their own. So if you got a husband and wife, you got a mother and daughter, you got, I don't know, 2 sisters staying together, what have you, everybody can have their own 30-day supply. And you'll get an additional one because, I don't know, you don't have to go out and try to be a multimillionaire or try to build a business with this, although there is a lot of money that's being made with this because it's a technology that only we have. You don't have to do that. Nobody's asking you to do that. But I promise you, I do not know how anybody could experience stories like you're hearing from Chester, what you heard from Tammy. And I didn't even talk about my daughter, who, you know, like you heard Tammy say earlier, she'll be 20 this year, and, you know, having her monthly cycle and have cramps and things. She's wearing it and had any problem. She gets it just in time for to catch it. So don't give her any problems, you know, at all. And it's just been a blessing for her. So I don't know anybody that could experience this and not share it with their family and friends. So that's why you would want to have an extra one, so you could give 1 or 2 out to everybody else and tell them, hey, I'll show you how to get your own account. Just like everybody has their own Amazon, you can help your family do their own Lifewave account to get these patches. Now, you also, if you see it as a business like we do, you want to come in as a goal. This is going to give 5.5 of these packs right here, okay? And when I tell you the 5.5 is going to help you expand your business on a rapid pace, right? Because you're going to have enough to share with everyone. And in addition to that, like I said, you'll be able to maximize the compensation plan. Now, I came in at this top position because I asked Steve Merritt. I was like, okay, what do I need to do? Because like I said, I wasn't looking for this. I'm extremely busy, just like everybody on here. I know our lives are full. But like I said, I've been praying for, you know, just to stay open, to not to miss what you have for me, God. And so I knew the fact that nobody else has this technology. Pfizer, Merck, Johnson & Johnson have been trying for years, spending billions of dollars to try to invent something that's less, that's non-invasive, that can reactivate stem cells. But here come David Schmidt, who actually invented this little patch right here to do that, right? So I saw that it's a real opportunity. And he said, look, you want to come on, you want to get them for $84 instead of $99, come in at the diamond level. And that's what I did. I was able to get 19 of these sleeves, and it helped me help the team faster, because when people got their, when they enrolled, I was able to give them a sleeve and they could just replace it when theirs come in the mail. So that's been a blessing. Now, you can upgrade at any time. You get in where you fit in, you know, whatever works best for you. It's no pressure over here at all. And again, like I said, you can upgrade at any time if you see, you know, you want to do that for yourself, which a lot of people do. So we've talked about, you know, the sharing is caring, guys. What I want you to do is get back with the person that invited you on here tonight. Let them know that you want to get your patch, and they're going to be able to enroll you right away. And if you are those who are on and say, you know what, this makes sense too, Deborah, I see it as a business, then you want to stay on for another 10 minutes. We're going to take a quick 3-minute break. We'll come right back for about 10 minutes. We're going to have Mr. Chester King go over how we actually get paid through those 4 ways in our compensation plan. And you will learn this first position right here, a manager, which is easy to do. You enroll as a gold, right? And you enroll 2 people on your left who come in at a silver or above, 2 people on left, 2 people on your right. And that's an average of $1,500 a month on average. You can see that. And I've not seen any company where you could actually come in at the beginning position and make it just as much money as the people at the top. So with all that said, and like I said, thank you so much to Tammy. Thank you so much for Chester, for sharing your testimony, and Tammy for opening us up tonight. And we appreciate you, each and every one of you, for joining us tonight. We want to just wish you and yours the best of everything great. And stay tuned, stick around if you want to learn more about the compensation. Otherwise, go ahead and get back with the individuals that invited you on and have them go ahead and get your order in so you can get patched this week. All right, with all that said, we wish you and yours the best of everything great. Bye now.